Celebrities are making their cannabis plea. Boxing superstar Mike Tyson is teaming up with other famous athletes to push for cannabis reform. They are urging President Trump to deliver on President Biden's, quote, failed pledge to address marijuana-related instances. Here was Tyson on Fox and Friends Monday.
Cannabis is in the same category as heroin. How do you categorize it with heroin? Anybody that ever smoked cannabis know there's no comparison. And that's just ridiculous. So we're working on making a Schedule 3 and open up safe banking. There's people that's still in prison, been in it for 15 years, got enormous amount of time and ridiculous sentences for cannabis. Can you believe the rest of your life is going to be spent in prison because of a plant?
Tyson, along with NBA star Kevin Durant, former NFL stars Des Bryant and Antonio Brown, and many more, have formed the coalition of athletes and entertainers supporting President Trump's policy objectives. The group sent a letter to the White House, reading in part, after making sweeping promises to voters in 2020, former President Biden failed to deliver on his pledge to address marijuana-related injustices. Not only did he leave office without commuting the sentences of those incarcerated for marijuana, but in one of his final acts, he denied nearly every pending marijuana-related clemency application. This betrayal only underscores the urgent need for bold leadership, we believe, and represents an opportunity to correct glaring disparities as part of your administration's ongoing push for criminal justice reform.
During Trump's 2024 campaign, he shared on Truth Social the following: "As I have previously stated, I believe it is time to end needless arrests and incarcerations of adults for small amounts of marijuana for personal use. As president, we will continue to focus on research to unlock the medical uses of marijuana to a Schedule 3 drug." I know we've only a very brief period of time for this segment, Amber. Marijuana reform isn't a particularly burning passion of mine, but it does seem that there's a good case to be made that it shouldn't be a Schedule 1 drug or the same classification as heroin. And certainly there's been a significant amount of research, I think, into its capacity to treat particularly the symptoms of MS in a beneficial way, provide MS sufferers from some kind of relief.
Yeah, I think I'm genuinely in favor of changing the scheduling and some limited medicinal use. I am concerned about full legalization. There have been some recent studies to suggest that, particularly for young people under the age of 25 whose minds are still developing, that it can induce schizophrenia and other mental illnesses, perhaps that were already there, but maybe it exacerbated those. So I do think there needs to be a lot of research before we jump full-blown into a libertarian conception of drug legalization.
Yeah, I just think in relation to what Trump said in that 2024 post, I think there's honestly a lot of sympathy with that idea, because I think, marijuana is so widely used at this point. There have been various surveys about like much older people, using it much more frequently and all of that. To have a sort of drug scare around weed, it seems to me, is not really viable at this point.
And yeah, it would be in line, of course, with Trump's First Step Act that he did during his first term to get some of those marijuana users out of prison as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if he takes this up. But that's going to do it for us on Rising Live. Look out for more exclusive YouTube content coming your way today. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the Hills YouTube channel so you never miss any content. And for those of you who like to listen while on the go, we are now available anywhere you listen to podcasts.